Pete, not to be tonight. What's your assessment of the game overall?
I don't think we bowled. We've been inconsistent as a bowling group all year, really, on and off. We've just started bowling better the last few games, and that's why we've won some games. We've batted well, and we played better as a group. We didn't get it right tonight. We got some bits right. So some of the batting, some of the bowling was very good, but not collective enough. So I think they bowled better than we did, certainly up front. Yeah, we were a little bit short on our lengths up front, which I think they managed to get through. It's quite a tough pitch, hybrid pitch, quite hard work to bat on. And then we didn't manage to close the game out towards the end. So I think 209 was above par. We made a good stab at getting it, but lost wickets all the way through. So that really hurt us at the end. Yeah,
what was the feeling at halfway? Because as you say, 200 plus total to chase, but something that we have done successfully a couple of times this summer.
Yeah, I mean, I think you don't even look at the bowling at that point because you just focus on the chase. And we've had this situation probably, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times we've been chasing above 200. So we know how to do it. It's tough when you lose wickets up front, but credit, I think, the way Monty and Tom Moores played, they got us back actually to the rate. And then we lost a couple of wickets at the key moments, and we're always then going to be under pressure because we have to keep scoring at 12 and a half, which is always tough.
Yeah, word on those two in particular. Monty took a career best with the ball last week and then backed it up with 47 tonight with the bat. What have you seen from him this year in terms of maturing into the T20 side?
I think he's starting to find himself as a player. I think we saw it. We had a friendly in the 50 over last week, and he got 100. So he's just finding he's a different sort of player. Monty hits the ball into awkward places for captains to sort of cover. Very skillful in his hands. And he's finding his way of playing and being able to play different situations. So I'm really pleased for his development as a batter. And bowling wise, really, he's gone through the roof this year. He's worked very hard for a couple of years, and it hasn't felt like he's quite got what he wants. And skill progression is always the same. It's you sort of seem to be creeping along, getting nowhere, then suddenly you tip over and you get better. And that's happened to Monty.
Yeah, and Tom with another 50 tonight, another player who can hit the ball into all sorts of spaces. How impressive have you been with that consistency of performance from him this year in T20?
Well, he's played brilliantly for us really all year round. I mean, what I do like is that in the winter he went away, looked at his game, and he changed a couple of things. So you sort of looked at it, a bit how he went about it to try and get more consistency, and he's paid off for him this year. So it's always nice when somebody identifies something, then looks to sort of address it, they get the performance reward. He's played really well because he's struck at a very good rate. He's played tough situations when you're coming in at 5 at times, and he's been one of our most consistent players. So really pleased for him. And as a batting group, we look very exciting. You know, we've had real progression in 2 or 3 of our players, which I think bodes well for the future because, you know, we had last season when we made the big transfer of players and we sort of walked through 13 games, I think, with losses. This year, though I think now qualification's probably beyond us, what we have done is we've been competitive. If we haven't played well, there's been, I think, the right level of frustration from the team. Up there now, it's a very frustrated dressing room that we didn't play well enough, and I think that's the sort of level of frustration you expect from the team because they expect more of themselves. And I think once you get to that point, they know they can play better, and we've just got to get that consistency. And I think moving forward, if we're going to become really competitive as a group.
And how do you channel that frustration into the last game of the group stages tomorrow night back at home?
Well, it's at home, so we've won a couple of games at home now. So I think it's going to be on Sky, I think. Yeah. So it's just another chance for us to play, another chance in front of our own fans, another chance to try and put on a really good show for everybody, I think, and finish a campaign in a way everyone wants to finish it with a win. And if we do, we'll have won half our games. And I think, listen, there's no disgrace in that. We wanted to qualify. We've got a really proud record as a club of qualifying a lot, but we did make that decision a couple of years ago. We've got to rebuild the team, and that's what we've been doing, you know. So we've seen a lot of local lads come through. Farhan's played, Liam Patterson-White's got exposure, Freddie McCann's got exposure. We've seen people like Monty and Calvin get a really good space. Calvin, to be fair, has played and played for several years. But generally, we've seen exposure to some of our own players. And that's really what I think in some ways the members are crying out for, and we knew we wanted to do. We'd spent time working at them. The only way they're going to really get better is to actually get out here and play.